And then that phone actually popped right up and said, bam, hey, look, he's streaming. Actually popped right up and said, bam, hey, look, he's streaming.
Change my view. Flying through the fucking smoke and shit. I like the cockpit view, because it actually gives you like a planetary globe, gives you your readouts. I like the cockpit view. It actually gives you like a planetary globe, gives you your readouts. Shit, did I pass by? Oxygen. Check this shit out, though.
Jesus, why does this keep repeating?
What do you mean?
I keep getting the bleep on my phone. I'm drilling into the planet. It's not very nice, bro.
Oh, I found water.
What?
I went down until I found water. You can actually find underground caverns and shit, but if the planet's really, really fucking hot and it's having like a heat storm or a blizzard or something, just dig yourself a tunnel in the ground. Shelter yourself for a little bit. I was actually trying to find a fucking trading outpost or something. Ooh. Condensed carbon. This is how you identify new life forms, new plant life. I have all of it identified. Yeah, I'll tell you everything about it. You can rename anything you discover. There's my... Oops. My little base up there. Let me go fly over there. Ah. I mean, your launch thrusters need run off of fuel, your warp drive runs off of fuel, your ship runs off of fuel, pulse engines run off of fuel. Your guy's life support runs off of, you know, like oxygen, carbon, and just shit that you can find on basically any planet. You can find the means to survive. And if you're lucky, you'll find big ass deposits of nice minerals. Like this one, I found a bunch of cadmium deposits, which I can turn into with my, what's it called over here? Big ass deposits. Where I built my refinery. Cadmium deposits, which I can turn into. Yeah, I could take, say, take some carbon. Make sure it's got fuel. It'll let you know what it runs off of, and then turning carbon into condensed carbon, which is a higher concentrated form of it. And you can do it with pretty much everything. It'll tell you when you put something in there. Like if I wanted to put sodium nitrate, it'll give me regular sodium, so it'll break it down. It'll degrade it. I could put in pure ferrite and get magnetized ferrite. And you could also tell by the picture of the compound that one's got 2 nuclei, the other one's got 3. So you could tell the one with 3 is a higher quality. Magnetized ferrite. And you can also tell by the picture of the compound that one's got 2 nuclei, the other one's got 3. So you can tell the one with 3 is a higher quality. And then I also built, this is my like save beacon. Saves with your store point. Construction. Research new buildable things. Like this is a teleportation module. I can teleport quickly between any constructed bases as well as any space station terminus that's connected to the network. Biofuel reactors.
It definitely seems like something I would definitely get into. I just don't have $25. And the sale's probably gonna end by the time I get $25. But yeah, I would definitely fucking get in. It sounds because it sounds a lot like Ark.
Definitely a different feel for it.
Well, what I mean by that is, I mean it sounds a lot like. You know what I mean, as part of you know, I mean, building and exploring, and it's just more on a bigger scale.
Yeah. From the book. But yeah, I mean, this is just a very low class fighter that I have. I named it Zero Talon. You know, your ship has cargo. What was this? Install. You can install different technologies. I'm working on this economy scanner, where I can basically use it to get detailed economic data about a system without even having to visit it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Infrared
I would love to fucking get into it. It seems like it would be something really fucking cool. Captivate me, you, Grim fucking hours.
Antimatter.
Sale ends in 3 days. I know I'm not gonna be able to put together $25 in 3 days.
Damn, I was gonna say
Not with having
that
my
30
mom's
that you were
going
supposed
back
to.
out of town.
I was gonna say you could take that 30 you were supposed to give to me the other day, but I guess you don't have that either then.
I'm still working on putting that together. I haven't forgot about it, I just trying to put it together.
I thought you did. You were supposed to give it to me Friday.
Well, I forgot Friday and Saturday. I remembered earlier today that I still owed you that, and I was like, fuck. I gotta put that together too. It's been a pain in the ass with Mom being gone and not having really much help from. I'm figuring it out though, man. I'll get it to you. I only need like give me like another day.
That's what I was
so
gonna say. If you ended up figuring it out, just fucking keep it. I need pure ferrite.
I have no idea how I'm going to, but His sale ends in 3 days, so.
You didn't get a check?
Oh, my check went towards all went towards the internet bill. Because Mom needed extra money to be able to go out of town and shit, so she asked me if I would cover that. And I can't really tell her no. I use it more than anybody, so.
Not gonna lie, it's a good thing I wasn't counting on that money then.
Yeah, I'm the only thing I can say, man, is I apologize. I completely, for a while I completely did forget about it, but. I apologize, man. Normally that doesn't happen.
Well, like I said, I wasn't hurting for it.
I know, but still, it's still, you know, I mean, I've always been pretty good with getting you shit when you needed it. Yeah, I stumbled a couple times, but there for a while I was always doing pretty good. And
holy shit, these are worth 50 grand. See, that's what pisses me off, is I built a base here, and I can't find a space station in this system to sell all my shit. What's that? Oh, that's this.
yeah, I don't know.
Still have anything on there from the 10 and then 10 from your PlayStation? Oh no, you end up using your mom's card, that's right.
Yeah, I was saying, yeah, my mom let me use her card to use 44 cents.
Yeah, this is...
And the next day she lost it.
Her card?
Yeah, next day she lost it. She thinks she lost it in Kroger's gas parking lot somewhere.
That's fucked up. Oh yeah, that's right. I need...
So she had to...
ferrite dust.
She had to call and cancel it and wait on another one that's supposed to take like 7 days or something.
Yeah.
And the soonest Nini would be able to do anything is, I think she said it was Wednesday or Thursday, which it is the 18th and it's Sunday, so 19th, Monday, Tuesday. So it ends Wednesday morning.
Fuck. I need ferrite dust. I don't know. Maybe I might be able to figure something out.
I don't know, man. You've been fucking looking out for everybody here lately. Nah, I don't want you to feel like I don't want you to feel like you have to. I don't want you to feel like you need to or anything like bro. If it's
I don't.
it can't be done, it can't be done. You know what I mean? Like fuck, bro. I'll wait till I can afford to pay $50 for it. It definitely seems, because it seems like it's been a while. But it seems like it would be like a lot, like seems like it would be like a lot of my style, like, you know what I mean, building, setting up, being able to explore, set up differently, run into other
I mean, a decent
shit.
part of it is doing exactly what I'm doing right now. It's farming. It's gathering
but
it's gathering resources. It's learning shit. It's being an explorer as much as
like
a scientist.
I mean, it's the same thing as Ark in that aspect. Going through harvesting shit, learning different things, learning how to do different things.
Look at that big ass cave over there.
I know. Well, bro, being able to like build something and then be able to have like just random ass people come to your shit.
Oh, and bro, the building in this, like, let me see if I can't just get a little bit of a feel for it just by looking in here in this construction. Buildable structures and everything. I mean, just, you know.
It is already 5 minutes after 9.
Oh, I know. I don't have to stop. I don't have to be making myself anything to eat, though.
I was just letting you know.
I mean, biofuel reactors for, you know, turning any carbon, basically it's a usable fuel, but it turns carbon-based fuel and places it into a furnace tank for power.
I'd fucking delete fucking Star Wars for a game like that.
And the funny thing is, I think this game's only like 10 to 30 gigs. It's all procedurally generated. Doesn't have a huge amount of space on it. You know, the wooden shelter. I mean, it has obviously the basic wooden wall, floor, door frame, roof. And then they also have like thin walls, which is like half the size. If you want to do it piece by piece, like it divides it in half in case you don't want to do a big piece of a wall. And then there's the slopes. There's the, you know, glass panel ceilings and floors. You can build underwater bases with airtight vacuum tubes. There's prefabs that you can go to the freighters, or go to these space anomalies, and actually buy from these giant interstellar marketplaces. And you could buy like prefabricated houses, prefabricated rooms.
Huh. Yeah, see, bro, it seems like Ark, but just on a much more massive scale. Which, bro, dude, how much did we get into Ark? How much did we get into Conan? How much, you know what I mean? Like, bro,
if I do end up
to be space exploration, like, dude, that seems like before when you were explaining it, it was like, I don't know, it sounded a lot like, I don't know, kind of like a computer, like a futuristic kind of Red Dead, or not Red Dead, like Command and Conquer type, Red Alert.
Kind of like a top-down builder, not like you're actually running around and flying and shit. It's not a point and click. Like, it's you're moving.
The way you when you were first telling me about this game, that's what it struck me as, more like a Red Alert or like a Command and Conquer type of a futuristic game where they are cool, but
they don't
captivate me like that.
You'll get burned out, yeah, and I will too.
Which this game though. Like, that shit, like, bro, to be able to just
like
stumble
plants.
upon somebody's random ass fucking empire built, like, that's fucking dope.
Like plants always will give you oh shit, I'm full. Let me transfer some things.
Be able to just carve a piece into the fucking planet and build your own fucking cave fucking base. Like, bro, like, that's pick your own fucking planet out of fucking thousands of planets. Like, that's fucking G.
And then you build, let's see, antimatter housing. That's very important because that holds antimatter. And then when you combine the two, where's my antimatter? Is it in my starship? It is. That's why I want a receiver, so I can actually, if you're standing right next to it, you can get shit from it. Quick transfer, I don't have any room. So what I'll do is I'll do my housing, transfer them to my starship. My starship, put the antimatter and the antimatter housing together. Oh, wait. Oh, no, wait, you don't. Create a new item, which is, boom, warp cells, which combines the two of them. Craft more, craft more, craft more. Warp cells is what charges your hyperdrive. That helps you get to new systems. You can jump to a neighboring system with a warp cell.
So it's very possible for you also to get stranded on a system with no fuel.
Yeah. I mean, it could be possible for you to get stranded. It could get possible for you to be stranded to the point to where you're stuck there and you have to find fuel before you can leave. Yes.
Right, that's what I mean. Like, you're stuck on that system and you have to find fuel before you leave.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like the launch thruster. You cannot take off.
Dope.
You cannot take off in your plane.
Dope.
You cannot take off in your plane without launch thruster. To charge your launch thruster, you need Starship launch fuel. Okay, to get Starship launch fuel, craft, where is it? Right here, Starship launch fuel. Just metal plating and dihydrogen, which dihydrogen you can get from those blue crystals that you find on almost any planet. And then metal plating, you can make it from ferrite dust, which you can get from any rocks.
Gotcha, but it is still like that's what I said. Like I mean, it's not like it would be probably a common thing that happens, but it's definitely something that can happen.
Uh-huh.
See, that part of it's dope, though. You know what I mean? Like, you can actually get stranded and be like, oh, fuck, you know what I mean? I made it to the system, yeah, but I gotta harvest more fuel before I can leave.
Yep. That's why you always see I got a full thing of warp cells, another thing of antimatter ready. I mean, and my hyperdrive's not even empty yet. It's still at 40%. Your pulse engine is what you use to get... It's not your fastest form of travel. Well, no, it is your fastest form of travel other than your hyperdrive. It's the fastest form of travel that you can still control. By holding L1 and R1, you can, like, super fucking speed from planet to planet. It's what you use your main form of transportation if you're actually out in space.
Gotcha.
Or else it'll take you for fucking ever. My ship is a Class B fighter, so it has I have two different forms of attacks that I've put on here. I've actually bought this photon cannons and installed them on this ship.
See, that game sounds fucking...
I bought an upgraded deflector shield. I can recharge it with sodium nitrate.
That game sounds like it would be so, like...
Charge my mining beam, regular carbon or condensed carbon. So carbon is one thing that you always fucking need carbon. You're always going to need carbon. You're always going to need oxygen. For a lot of your life supports run on oxygen. A lot of your mining tools run on carbon and condensed carbon. Oh, that's
yeah, bro. See, I definitely could see myself getting way into that game.
And some plant life, is hazardous. See, I just discovered that. Now I'm gonna kill it.
He said it bit me.
But plants will give you carbon. The bigger the plant, the more it's going to give you. The longer it takes to get down.
I see, yeah, that's pretty sweet though, bro. I definitely could see myself getting way into that game. Oh, sorry, Loki.
Oh yeah, I haven't showed you one of the cool parts.
I'm sorry, I do gotta get ready and take off soon.
Alright, that's the last thing I want to show you.
But yeah, bro, like, dude, shit, dude, if I could start that bitch downloading, like, bro, I'd fucking have it downloaded by later on tonight. Like, dude, that game seems like now actually watching it and seeing you on it, like, having you explain it more in detail and seeing it, like, bro.
I literally, where is it?
Be able to get different ships.
I just looked up in the sky and summoned that. That's my freighter that I can summon with me at any capital. Like, I've got that. I think I either bought it or I unlocked it in a mission. That is my freighter. I can send it on missions. That's where I flew out of when you started watching. This is the pulse engine. 3, 2, 1.
Gotcha.
Much
Whoa.
faster.
Whoa. That looks dope. And that's you're actually like controlling that?
Slightly, yeah. I mean, you can't steer very much when you're doing it, but you use it for straight shots anyway.
Right.
This is the space anomaly. Like
It's
inside
like
there,
a warp drive.
inside there, it's basically a multiplayer hub. I mean, there's still NPCs. There's still NPC marketplaces that you can go to get tons of different technology upgrades. but it's not a actual NPC space station where that's where you go to like browse ships, because any ship that you see, you can approach the life form to buy it. But no loading screen.
Gotcha.
Let's see. That planet
Yeah,
way
bro.
over there. What's that? Unmapped. That's the Vermilion globe. Is this the one that was the... Yeah, decaying nuclear planet. Let's go check this out. Arriving in 15 seconds. Its top qualities are gamma root, cadmium, uranium, and salt. That's what my scanner picked up anyway.
Right.
See, look, I can steer it a little bit.
Right, but it's warp drive.
Right.
I mean, in first straight lines.
Now, depending on how far this is away from its sun, what type of life is here, if it any, this may not be habitable for life. It could be raining acid for all we know. Jesus, took out some trees. You see how the last planet where I have my base, lush, green,
Wow.
vibrant,
Wow.
lush, green, vibrant. Look at this place.
Alright, desolate.
Oh, but look. This is what I was talking about. And I just discovered a new planet. I'm the first person to ever, first contact. I'm the first person to ever be here. Weather, what did it say? Gamma dust. Okay. Occasional resources. So resources are not high here. There is fauna. So that means there is fair amounts of animals. High amounts of flora, which is always plant life. But this right here. This is a cadmium deposit. This big ass deposit in the ground.
Oh,
You
I see the
get out your
screen.
manipulator. You can't mine it. You have to use your terrain manipulator. No free slots in suit inventory. Get rid of my Mordite. Get rid of that. I gotta transfer some shit. Holy shit. Into my starship. Microprocessors can go in the starship. Carbon fiber nanotubes. Those are all building, crafting materials.
Yeah, bro. I definitely would want to get into that game. That game seems so fucking sweet.
And that
Like,
cadmium.
I'm watching you
Oh, my
play it.
weapon needs
Like, bro, I
charged.
wish I was playing that. Like, bro, I'd probably play that until you got home. And then more. Probably wouldn't even go to sleep tonight if I had that game that night. Real talk, I probably wouldn't even go to sleep.
I haven't even gotten into the fucking animal taming and riding yet because I haven't ran into any since I've been playing. The planet that I'm on has a very small amount of animals for some reason. Yep, all this fucking cadmium.
That's
And now
fucking
if I go
dope.
into my inventory, my cadmium, I have 191 of it, that's worth 44,600 units. Worth 234 units apiece.
Bro, I want this game. I didn't say it was gangster.
It definitely is. No. What is that? Radiated. The bigger rocks usually give you pure ferrite. Smaller rocks will give you ferrite dust. This place looks very gassy and toxic, and yeah, my radiation protection's draining, so it's definitely a radiated planet, nuclear planet. And see that taking off took my launch thrusters to 60%. I think it takes 20% each time, so you got to make sure you always. There's my planet. And yeah, see if we end up getting you on here, dude, I'll go around helping you finding a good, trade route. Get you in my system first. That way we don't have to, because traveling back and forth can be very costly. With fuel, with antimatter and fuel. So what you want to do is you want to find. I mean, shit, I wouldn't even be opposed to leaving this system completely, going and us both finding one with an actual fucking space station in it.
Said, bro, I do. Like I said, bro, if I had it, I'd be doing it right now. Well, when I got back from doing what I gotta do, but like, bro, that shit looks fucking good. I don't know how to explain what I'm thinking.
I actually like first person with this thing.
It looks fucking sweet. I would love to have that. I'd love to fucking play that shit. I can see myself dedicating a shit ton of hours to crafting and learning because dude, it seems like there's so much shit to learn.
You haven't even seen space stations, marketing, other
right,
life
that's
forms,
what I'm saying, like, bro,
underwater.
like, out of all the, I'm already like, oh my god, I can't pay attention to all of it, and you're like, bro, you haven't even seen a piece, you've only seen a piece.
Yeah, I haven't even experienced much of this game, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, like, dude,
this is a very docile planet. But that's that's the goal. You want to pick a planet. You don't need your radiation. You're where 100% of the time you can be out on the planet without having your life support being drained. Like right now, 71 degrees Fahrenheit, 1.8% radiation, 17.5% toxicity. Very, 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 very minuscule drain on my life support.
Man, see, dude, bro, I'd love that. I'd absolutely love that. That game seems like it's so much my style. I'm surprised I'm surprised I haven't.
I know.
Really,
I don't know why you never looked into it.
I don't. Like I said, bro. I think when I first heard about it, I kind of just had this assumption that that's what it was, and I was like, eh.
Oh, I wish you could see what my guy looks like. He's wearing his exosuit.
I did see what you do.
No, he's wearing his exosuit. I'm an alien.
Oh, well.
Look at my hands. Hold on, let me see if I can get a shot of him.
That's what I say, bro.
I have 3 fingers.
That shit looks dope, bro. I would fucking kill.
Tell you what, I mean, like I said, I'm gonna try and work something out. I might have you tonight, and hopefully I'll have you before I even get off work, so that way you can get it downloaded tonight.
That's fine. I gotta run and do a little bit of shit, so I'll be gone for like an hour and a half.
Do me a favor. You need to click into it and find out how much it'll be after tax.
Alright, hold on. Ow.
And do me another favor. Hold on. Let me stop the share. Okay. Good to know. I think there's 30s.